When the COVID pandemic hit, most organizations tried to enable work from home for their employees. And cloud was the biggest platform available to make that happen. So the first 3-4 weeks after the pandemic hit and the lockdown started, and that's when they realized that while they could do many things and continue business, that they needed to also think about the employee transformation using the power of digital in a big way. So the first was the work from home. Then they started looking at transforming the experience for their own employees, which was very important because they realized that they were not ready for it, and they used this opportunity to embark on that journey. Also about coming up with newer business models so that they can reach out to their own customers and make sure that they're able to deliver the products and services. I think they started looking at alternative business models, how they can enable the customers and the services and products which they offer. Last but not the least, this pandemic has also, in some sense, opened the eyes of all the enterprises and the CXOs. And they started asking questions about how can I bring in resiliency apart from agility and cost advantage which cloud typically brings. So resiliency has become a big focus area for our businesses, and cloud was a big enabler of that resiliency. Unfortunate reality is during COVID, while cloud has helped in many ways for businesses to respond, equally there are a set of malactors in the society out there who are generating greater threats in the cyber world. And as enterprises move their workforce greater to dispersed locations using work from home, the surface of threat is increased dramatically with people accessing the corporate resources and data from multiple devices, multiple places, multiple networks. But the threat has only increased, coupled with the increased cyber threat, phishing attack, ransomware. Can no longer be an afterthought. It is not about implementing a tool or a firewall. It's about something you're building from design. And that's what we're also talking about as a strong pillar of any cloud transformation today, secure by design. We're all moving away from trusted networks to no trust networks. I think by design, we have to assume that the networks and endpoints are no longer secure and build in enough protocols, enough controls so that businesses can perform their activities with the highest level of data integrity, secrecy, and making sure that their assets are protected. There is one thing today businesses need to do is they need to do innovation at speed, at the same time innovation at an economical cost. And that's only possible if they have access to innovation from various quarters and not necessarily every enterprise trying to innovate at their own time and cost because it's prohibitively expensive. We believe cloud community will help our customers and large enterprises to cut time to market on innovation, to cut costs on innovation, and to also, in some sense, understand with a more greater insights on what's happening around in the cloud world. So there are many benefits of cloud community. We've had some conversations with some of our customers and analysts, and they're all very excited about the power of what it can do. And we want to really build it to be a very vibrant and strong community, which is a win-win for every stakeholder who's involved in the cloud community. Time for cloud is now. It is no longer about next year or next quarter. I think for most businesses, they have to look at how best they can leverage cloud for many things. It's about leveraging power of cloud for innovation, leveraging cloud for building resiliency, leveraging cloud for reducing cost, leveraging cloud for improving client experience, employee experience, and all stakeholder experience. So the time for cloud is now. Enterprises should not, and I don't expect any of them to delay this anymore. The second thing which I want to talk about is I think we are very, very clear that the world ahead is all about hybrid cloud, where enterprises will leverage a set of private cloud options as well as public cloud options. It will be about multi-cloud. There's probably not going to be any one hyperscaler who will dominate in any enterprise. If at all any enterprise has it, it's going to be few and far in between. We would expect most enterprises to be operating in a multi-cloud environment. No business out there wants lock-in, so we expect players like Infosys to come and help in some sense intermediate or disintermediate this thing and create lock-free platforms for businesses to be able to freely move from cloud to cloud or move from private to public and all of that stuff. We think that will be enabled. Last but not the least, I think the full power of cloud will get further exploited at the edge, and now what we call the far edge. I think technology will reach further and further into the real world. All of us hear about edge, but we also think it can go into the far edge scenarios where traditionally technology has reached, and all of that reach to edge and far edge scenarios is enabled by cloud. And so the power of, whether it's power of IoT, it's power of analytics, it's the power of any of the other technologies we talk about, can only be amplified by leveraging cloud. Next 3 to 5 years, we will see dramatic adoption increase. It's already very big, growing very rapidly, but I think it's going to continue to accelerate over the next 3 to 5 years. All in all, I think exciting times for businesses, because they have access to technologies like this, which can help them transform their business, be more relevant for their customers, and be sustainable in the long run. It's a great technology for technology professionals like you and me, who are in this industry. Investing ourselves and building competencies into cloud is a great, I would say, advantage for our people's careers. Last but not the least, I think it's a huge enabler in the society. If I just look at the pandemic, which is all of us are experiencing right now, I can only imagine what it would have been without the power of technology in general and cloud in particular. All of us operating remotely, seamlessly, with almost the same efficiency like before, is only possible because of the power of cloud and the associated technologies. So I think it's going to be very exciting. And like I said, cloud will continue to play a big part in every business and in everybody's life.